Deja vu/rinse and repeat. Either works. I do believe this is the first time in over 1,800 reviews over the last decade where I can truly say that literally everything I said about the author's previous book, in this case, 2024's Strange Religion, still applies to this one. Simply swap out any references to the early church to the Pauline epistles instead, and truly literally that entire review could be here with just those changes. And so, the rest of the review is a version of exactly that. Fascinating history marred by proof texting and dearth of bibliography. This was an utterly fascinating look at the Pauline epistles and the world they were written in and for. I genuinely learned quite a bit from reading this book, and Gupta kept the overall tone scholarly enough to be sufficiently serious without going into pretentiousness. Indeed, the only problems I had here, that are automatic star deductions when I encounter them, are the rampant proof texting, the practice of citing Bible verses out of context in order to prove a particular point, and the dearth of a bibliography, clocking in at just 12% or so of the overall text when 20 to 30% is more normal, in my experience, across hundreds of nonfiction titles over the last several years. Even with being more willing to at least slightly lower that given more recent experiences, 12% is still simply too low. But for anyone interested in the history of the Pauline epistles, and how that history could well change how exactly you interpret them, for any reason, read this book. Christians, no matter your bent, read this book and consider its words in relation to your relationship with the Pauline epistles. Very much recommended. P.S. Special to the review of Paul for the World. After you consider this text and write your review of it, you should also read Frank Viola's Pagan Christianity. He too has a very illuminating look at these very books of the Bible.